Greetings, Commandos! This is Pagan Horde, and we are now already on number 96. Now, please do all the YouTube stuff, but before we continue, I made a little change on this playthrough, and I would like to show you how. Alright, so this is the change I was talking about last episode. I want to go back to Company Strength Legacy. Right now, I am difficulty by Company Strength, where the challenge scales by the average of your drops. This means it will be an average of the value in challenge of the mechs you dropped on mission. But the problem with this, on a single player perspective at least, is that I want to keep the average going higher, but it becomes difficult when you're doing something like a blackout mission and you're dropping only 4 mechs. That will make your average go down, and we want to avoid that right now. So I'm going back to difficulty by Company Strength Legacy, like this. Legacy means the difficulty will be based on the value of your mechs that you have, period, not an average of what you drop. So my difficulty will keep going up, hopefully, because we're building a lot of super heavies. At least that's the plan. Now, using it this way brings a maximum online influence to 10 max. That's because back in the day, one trick to avoid a lot of support lands was to have really expensive mechs in your mech bay and never using them. This way you were underdropping by a lot. When you underdrop, say you're rated as difficulty 24 and you're dropping a lance worth 12, well then the odds of getting support lances would be minimal. When you underdrop, there's less chance of support lance. So it was a trick used by a lot of multiplayer, including me for a while. But there was a point in the online career and the online map where I had enough expensive mechs that it didn't really matter by that point. But that's why this legacy is now capped at 10 for online influence. It doesn't matter to us because this is a single player playthrough and we want the difficulty to keep going up so that we can hopefully access those Omega level missions. That's the plan anyway. So I'm making the change right now. We are now we are not going to be difficulty legacy, and hopefully that's going to give us a harder mission. So I'll see you guys in a moment. So now that we are in a legacy difficulty, my official company strength is 14. Honestly, I expected it to be a bit higher, because we were able to drop all the way to a challenge 17 when we last episode. But at least now it will be 14 all the time, and it can only go up. It's not the average is not. It's not going to average down as we keep doing mission. So what I'd like to do right now is move to another planet like this one, and see if we can get some more interesting mission now that we are officially at a higher difficulty. So let's travel right now.
Roger that, Commander.
I could do that flare up, but I'm not going to do that at the moment, because what we're looking for is, of course, super heavy missions. Crossing fingers and toes. Now, last episode we lost our trusty Shiltron Longthumb. That was a brutal one. Yeah, man, those size delta plus nidhogs is evil. So I'm just gonna look first. We're looking for super heavies, so let's see if we can get one. Anytime now. Alright. So we have yeah, our Uber Jaeger got a bit wrecked, so he's gonna be out of commission for a month. Wow. So not much. Yeah. It's getting hard to make them spawn. I'll be honest with you, getting super heavy mission to spawn that are not dual has been quite a challenge. So we are 8 days away from the financial report, so I'm just gonna eat the the 8 days and see if we can spawn something else.
Got a new financial report for you, Commander.
So our Uberjäger has the most upkeep. Interesting. Let's cross fingers again. Operation, we have 2 challenges that are, again, yeah, both of them are dual. That doesn't work. Again. So, I'm afraid we're gonna have to do a normal mission. I do like my defenses. We could go on a flare-up. But the flare-up can last 3 or 4 episodes if there's 6 or 7 missions. So it would lock us into that content instead of giving us more options. So I'm gonna try one last time. I'm going to go to the planet that is just 11 days away again. 12 days for this one. 10 days for Scandia. So we're going to Scandia.
Calculating course now, Commander.
What is that? Uh-huh. Oh, he lost an arm. That's new. Oh yeah, sure. So I need to pay $1 million to get my pilot back. Well, since it is a maxed out pilot, that's a small price to pay to keep him. I imagine if this was the beginning of the playthrough and I was not much money or a crappy pilot, well, yeah, I would just let him die. Okay. So I'm gonna skip the store and the hiring hall and everything. I just want to look right now if we have super heavies. Crossing fingers and toes again. Down to 36 or well, almost 37 million. Operation, Battle, conflict. There is one, finally. Alright. There's another one here. Back to the planets where we were. Alright, well, we found 2. I'm not complaining. We finally found some. So, I don't like urban. But let's go. Maximum salvage, so it's going to be costly again. So the Uber is not available. Who do we bring? We're going to bring the Flying Faf, which Roguebot can pilot too, so you can stay right there. Now we have 100 more tons available. So where I'm going to deploy the Demolisher with Twin Arrow 4. It's not as good as our Long Tom, but that's what we have. Now I got 120 more tons that I can do. Why don't we try this Stealth VTOL? And then we still have enough room for maybe an Orion? 930. Nope. Do we go double Nidhogg? Maybe. So what I'm gonna do is gonna use our main pilot here, who cannot die, on the Nidhogg, because Nidhoggs have a tendency to blow up. And we're even going to maybe use this guy, because he's immortal as well. But that would mean very bad hit chance. Well, the Seth should be harder to hit, so we can use Happy here, who is a dedicated vehicle pilot anyway. So might as well start using him. So we're gonna drop 900 tons on a maximum of 920, which is rated as 15. we're gonna have those six front line or direct fire. We no longer have our long tom, so this could suck. But maybe we can put that to good use. So I'll see you guys in a moment.
A few moments later.
So, the moment of truth comes. Do we survive the next few moments? Here it is. He's making us wait. Come on, kill us already. Hopefully the smoke and the fire and the electrical field and all that is gonna reduce the hit chance. Hopefully. There it is. Against the Orion. That's a dead Orion. Yep.
Land strength reduced.
Oh, and he explodes. And Jamie's dead.
A few moments later.
Only hope. This thing has a 23 initiative this turn. So it's... I hope we can kill it before it fires again. No, we cannot. That thing won the initiative game. And it's ready to fire. Fuck me. Really? It's gonna make us wait again, which is evil. There we go.
I took some shrapnel. I'm losing
Black Carapace destroyed.
heavy hits, Commander.
Very well. Super heavy mission, capture facility. Let's roll. Okay, so this is an urban.
Interface initiated.
Urban is not the best. Breaking line of sight with building is useful. However, the lack of any kind of through cover is difficult. So, scout facility. There's 2 support lines, which will make it a bit harder. But it was predictable, let's be honest, at this point in the playthrough. Okay, so where can I land? There's an option down here, which is a bit far from everything, which sounds quite good. This is the limit, so another option down there. What else have we got? I can land in the corner up here, which does sound good as well. Okay. Well, by default, when it comes to super heavy, you want to bring as much distance as you can. Yeah, because you don't want to get pummeled by whatever they have on the menu right away. So I'll choose here, as far as we can, and hope for the best. Okay. We have a bit of a lag. I know it's urban thing. Settle down. If you can be a bit patient with me, because this is going to be both a super heavy mission when we take as much cover as possible before committing, and two, it's an urban map with a bit of lag, so please be patient with me. It might be a round or two before we can know what's up and commit any form of offense. I'm curious, has any of you turned off the floaty to improve performance. Does that make a difference? I do love the visual, but when you load a mission like this and every floaty pops up at the same time, does that make a difference in performance for you guys? Let me know. Okay. So by default, usually the garrison here are the super heavies, and those two are the regular schmucks. Although regular schmucks can be intense in such a mission. Okay. So this is the spawn protection round. The only thing I see is an archer. Schmucks from Support Lance 1.
How can I help?
Okay. So, I will stay with these buildings in front of us.
Full throttle.
This is an explosion one, right? Oh, that's a coolant. Okay, coolant is good.
Orders.
We're going to try and be patient, stay behind buildings, and all that good jazz. We have a Wanu. Oh shit. But it's one without either the indirect rack 5, super heavy rack 5, nor the railgun. So this is a more, I can probably handle this Wanu. Avatar. C3 Overlord Command. Really? Athena. Athena is one of the best mech in the game. Pound for 70. Oh yeah. And regular archer. Alright. Like, I really wish we would have found Athena in our heavy phase.
Commander?
Now Stephanie Tonners are a bit too flimsy for our need.
Affirmative.
Athena has unique traits and
I've got your back.
incredible missile bonuses.
Roger.
It is so good that it might be worth it to actually use. So we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Double time, let's go. Receiving you.
Happy on the set risk. Why don't you go there?
Roger that.
So I'm gonna be blunt. I don't expect both Nidhogg and Set Risk to survive this mission. The Set may be a bit more because it's stealthy, but the Nidhogg, that's why I put the main character in it, because it doesn't matter. I don't expect it to survive.
Waiting on you, Commander.
Okay, let's send her this way. Nefaf S7.
Double time.
Let's turn you on before I forget.
I await your command.
Turn you on as well. It's almost better to turn it on after you move so you don't have this lag of calculating again. Come on, you can do it. Yep. Alright, so note to self, in the first round, activate it after moving. So we have another vulture with MRMs. Alright, those are regular schmucks, even if you must not underestimate 60 MRMs. Okay.
Waiting on you, Commander.
So far, we don't see the big boys yet.
Got it. Max speed, no shooting.
Orders.
Flying Faf will not be flying this round. We're staying grounded
Standing
to
by.
be behind covers.
Position confirmed.
So far, we've only spotted one super heavy. Alright, so round 4, that's the round where we usually lose initiative by a long shot, so please be patient right now. There might be a little lag to start the next turn and a bit of waiting. I'm sorry that's out of my hand. Huh, we didn't lose the initiative so badly. So I spotted a Uberjäger, a B4, twin LBX and twin silver bullet Gauss. That's an interesting lineup. I would not mind another Uberjäger, that's for sure.
Talk to me.
More DACA. So, that's because we have a bomber, which has a relatively good initiative. Nonetheless, I'm gonna reserve. We are in a good position to let them make the first move now, so let's do it.
How can I help?
Yeah, I'm not gonna go face tank or rush ahead to face tank Athena. We're gonna see what's what and use artillery or other assets before we commit. Alright, a few scratches on our demolisher. An Atlas.
Standing by.
You're gonna stand by a bit more. Waterboar. Alright, so these guys are the two super heavy that we spotted. Do not have indirect fire. So I'm not stressed with their positioning right now. The best use of artillery would be to fire on this cluster of enemies and get as much damage as possible.
Reporting negative damage.
Which would have been much better,
Waiting for orders.
much more efficient if I didn't use some goddamn mines. It's been a while since I used a demolisher, so
Double time. Let's go.
I forgot about the mines. Alright, well. Tandem. Let's go standard and fire and forget. Let's give this guy a little shave and a cut. Completely forgot that the demolisher's default arrow 4 were the mines. Okay. I'm gonna use you as a scout. See what else is out there.
On my way. Double time.
So we've spotted a cornerstone. I've seen this guy before with the mine dispenser and all that. Okay. But it's not that dangerous, to be honest. Most dangerous stuff we've seen in super heavies was railguns, of course, and the super heavy rack 5, which they can fire unlimited without the risk of falling down. So those are gnarly, very gnarly. I'm avoiding doing a rant again about the AI unable to knock down. You see, I'm being reasonable.
Kicking it vertical.
So, let's see what we got here. Artemis will be fine.
Target locked. In no time.
I don't want to use the Typhoon or the Hydra. I'm saving those for a more important target or bigger target. Okay. Okay.
I can't take much more of
The
this.
Archer, alright. So, the one thing where mines can be useful is that I've noticed that the AI behavior when they're surrounded by mines, sometimes they don't move because they're avoiding the damage. So, even if the mines are not very good at actual damage, they can serve as crowd control. As we can see, this archer here didn't move.
What can I do for you?
So maybe
Going turbo.
that accidental move wasn't so bad after all. $17. Who's out there? That's the Uber. Now we have 4 people at 17. I mean, the smart thing to do would be to just pile up on these guys on this side. The super heavies are,
Ready for orders.
so far, direct fire only, so I can just concentrate on these guys for at least a little while.
Take that.
I'm taking a pounding, Commander.
Oh, I think I hit my own unit a bit. Yeah. So we got a catapult C3. Yep.
Yikes.
So we're lucky you are not nuclear.
Waiting for orders.
So I just got a little scare, nothing else. So the mines here
Got it.
appears to be at least some sort of crowd control. So I'm not gonna fire more artillery and break them. I suppose we can start working on you guys.
Got it.
Huh.
Systems recycling for another shot.
AMS has gotten much better lately. I mean, Arrow 4 used to be very difficult to break. Bigger missile and all that.
Got
Not
that, Commander.
anymore. Let's fire on a T now and see how it works.
Engaging target.
It works, just bad aim.
Talk to me.
We saw a green light right there. Yeah. But I'm not sure engaging the cornerstone is a good idea right now. So, we're gonna follow the same idea
Confirmed.
of just plinking these guys.
Damn it all.
This is maybe a bit of the advantage of the urban map. It is easy to break line of sight. If your opponents don't have a lot of indirect, it is easy to break line of sight. Yeah. These guys are not that dangerous indirect. If that Wanu, for example, was the super heavy rack 5 that is immune to knockdown, it could just destroy us indirect. But right now, we're in a good position. So we're gonna take it to give it to these guys. Boom. Maybe. Do we have our first victim? Indeed we do. Okay. On a side note, I don't recommend doing super heavy missions against clan. Or, God forbid, Odin forbid, pardon me, doing that against Comstar or Ward of Blake, because you're gonna get 6 units per lance. 6 units of super heavies and 6 units of super lance. Don't do that. That sounds bad. What just happened? What the fuck? That's a nuke. What the fuck? I'm confused. So, did you nuke yourself? Long-term artillery. Twin long-term artillery Paladin. You... I'm a bit of a loss for word right now. Because that thing could have just destroyed us, but it somehow completely whiffed its nuke and hit itself? I mean, I'm speechless. No witty repartee right now. Just, what the fuck just happened? Okay, well, that changes things, because our cover has been destroyed. Now we have these hit chances. I am confused. How the hell did this thing miss so bad to nuke itself? Okay.
Hot damn, we're gonna do this right.
So, can we take a look at you and see if you have more? Davy Crockett, I see one of them. Holy shit. So that thing fired a Davy Crockett on itself.
I'm
That
here.
might be one of my luckiest Roguetech moments ever. So now, right now, we're still alive, and they nuked themselves. That's wow.
I'm away.
And can you take a look at this beauty? Twin long-tom artillery at 130 ton. I want this tank. Okay, so
Locked on target.
salvaging tank is a bit more unpredictable than mechs. I mean, whichever side we break it, it's hard to say how much parts will be available. And we are not done yet. Something like an Athena can still kick our ass. Just like that. So,
That shot got past my arm.
okay. Well, moment of confusion is done. Now let's try to win this thing. Alright, let's fire the Nidhogg bomber.
Accelerating to maximum.
Now the question with the Nidhogg bomber is, do we hit the Wanu? Or do we hit you? I think I will hit the Wanu. Because finishing off this guy who is open should be relatively easier. And I wish to fire the whole thing on these two, because the AoE will hit, hopefully, both of these two units.
Roger that.
Just like that.
I'm out of amp.
The Wanu should be knocked down. This is the Wanu, a Uberjäger, and that Paladin. This is one of the luckiest Roguetech moment ever. A super heavy that nukes itself. I've had other weird nuke moments. For example, a defense turret,
Scratch.
an enemy defense turret, which was nuclear, which fired on an ally, which was near the base and destroyed its own base. That was also very funny. Weird things like that can happen. Ow.
Commander.
Yup, okay. We're not done yet. That vulture is dangerous. Yeah, 60 MRMs, never to be taken lightly. That's why I use them. Alright, so here's the thing. Can I reach the tank? I cannot. Yeah, we are now in radioactive zone. This is really a nuke. And radioactive zone means penalty to hit. For the player, at least.
Sending Alpha strike.
This is a weird mission. But I enjoy the chaos. Bring it on.
Ooh, took a heavy hit there. I'm under heavy fire.
Okay, so longbow.
Reporting. Serious armor loss.
You two cannot reach the tank. I'm gonna bring you here. Can you get that thing? Yeah. If we go fire and forget, because it's already open, it should be a good crit seek.
Acknowledged. Hit him hard.
Alright, well, good enough.
Critical
That thing
hit,
is no
Commander.
longer a big threat. Okay, so Jarl. We're gonna fire the arrows at this guy. Hoping we get some internal damage.
Firing on target.
Just like that.
Critical hit, Commander.
So, he's at the initiative 13. I really want to kill it before it fires twin dome artillery on us. Even if it's not nuclear. It's gonna hurt. And I would not like to avoid that.
Yep.
So, more arrows. Oop, the lag might mean a kill. It is.
Oh, hell yeah.
Okay.
It's on.
So, for the salvage screen of this mission, there's going to be potential nuke, and there's going to be potential twin long-term artillery tank. I'm already loving this. Can I have 4 of them, please?
Waiting
Alright,
for orders.
so, Demolisher. You're gonna hit that cluster of the Wanu and the Cornerstone.
Firing.
I'm
Target
such an
taking a
idiot.
critical hit.
I'm such an idiot. But if I may make a little rant, why is the fast cam the default action, default ammo? Why? All right. So Orion, you have a beautiful shot. Take it. 4 engine numbers.
Follow my lead.
Okay.
Take
It's
that.
not a kill, but this thing is now
Let's do this.
pretty much a lot less dangerous. So, let's see what this set risk can do. Acquiring that set risk, what is the cost of our own beautiful long-term cannon, long-term artillery Shiltron. Fire. This is cool.
My framer is empty.
The set risk is a very nice unit to have, but I still prefer my Shiltron. Ooh, we got a crit!
Getting my ass kicked.
Okay, alright. Not to be taken lightly, you are.
Commander?
So you you can jump on top. Beautiful. I don't have enough yeah, for vigilance. I could kill that. But let's kill the Wanu. Hopefully, maybe. It probably has an Excel. This is our first Wanu kill. The Wanu who kicked our ass so many times in duels. But that version, with no indirect fire, is much easier. Let's just be honest. Okay. Few scratches on the Orion. No problem there.
Terrible mistake. Commander?
Alright. So, Flying Faf, I'm going to jump you as well into the super heavy side. Now this Uberjäger, this would be a good hit. This Cornerstone, this would be a great hit. But I'm going to try... not Typhoon, but Direct Incendiary. See if we can raise the heat level by a lot. Which doesn't work in DF or direct fire. Alright, so hopefully that's gonna get this guy very hot. Not that much. Well, incendiary are not as great as I hoped. Kinda great for direct fire heat, but
I'll break him in.
70 tubes is not enough heat. We'll see if that still works. So 26. This super heavy tank has got a 26 initiative. That's gnarly. I don't think, as a player... Oh, he's a mines and all that. I don't think as a player I could ever get 26 initiative on a super heavy.
Commander.
That seems far-fetched.
Acknowledged.
So longbow, would you please get rid of that vulture?
Copy that.
Thank you.
Oh, it's on now.
So I'm having a little optimistic voice in the back of my head saying, we got this. But let's remember that there's going to be reinforcements. And as we've seen before in those missions, reinforcements can sometimes be worse than the actual support lance. So let's still be careful. Athena here is a dangerous girl, so she's hot. Let's inferno her some more.
Siren. It's go time.
Hopefully that should shut her down for at least this turn. It's Uberjäger at 24. If you allow me a small 3-second rant, the initiative of the AI super heavies seems off. They are much better than the player. Rant over.
You've got my attention.
Okay, so
Roger that.
the mine thing, it kind of worked again. This guy did not move, as far as I can see. No sensor. Interesting. Why do I have no sensor on this? What about you? I think we have sensor on you. Weapon accuracy -2. Not refire. Weapon accuracy -2. In the episode of the big patch, we had to talk about mysterious weapon accuracy with the Artemis LRM, and it was explained by someone in the comments that it's a weird Artemis thing that +3 direct but -2 accuracy, and in the end it works out. But all right, well, I'm seeing more mysterious weapon accuracy -2. Is it the radiation? It is the radiation. Never mind. We got it done.
For House Arano. That was a critical hit, lad.
Ready for orders.
So, I'm going to risk it and not move. I'm going to thrust in your stealth. And you're going to stay there and just fire away. You have a chance of knocking down an Uber. Because it is open and crit seek. Beautiful. So the potential salvage of this mission, it's fairly high. From nukes to twin long-term artillery tank to another Uber. This is the shit.
Rolling.
Okay, so our pilot is bleeding here. Let's hope that he won't panic and lose again the head. Let's EMP you because you're already hot. I might even go incendiary. Try to shut down the Athena.
More under the breach, dear friend.
The Athena has a very big bonus for accuracy and missiles, so
They got a sensor lock on me.
sensor lock. Flying Faff is almost down. So making sure the Athena doesn't fire on you with its MRM is a vital strategy. So I'm not sure which is 21. 21 is the Avatar. The one with the... Alright. That building is not my fault, right? Just want it for the record.
Heavy hit, Commander.
With the weird... Alright.
Commander?
So, arrow fall. I'm gonna let these guys play with the mines a bit. Which, I'll be honest, right now mines are having a surprised crowd control effect. Which might make them actually relevant. I still wish my demolisher didn't by default be mines.
Moving out.
So, the Athena. Fire.
Say goodbye. I'm out of ammo across multiple weapons.
Waiting for orders.
Showboat. Take the risk and go face tank them all. Hopefully choose a victim. This archer and this atlas. Yeah, we're in the radiation zone, so everybody's having a hard time to hit. I'm gonna choose the Athena because that thing is just dangerous.
Critical hit, Commander.
Ready for orders.
Arrow for Athena. It's gotta be. This time I'm gonna remember.
Confirmed.
Boink boink. I've played this game long enough that sometimes the automatic pilot takes over. That's why you can, there's a bit of critic
I'm under heavy fire.
not using the DNI, not using this or that. Sometimes I'm just an automatic pilot because I've played this game a lot.
On my way.
So, these are good odds. These are great odds. But the Athena is the most dangerous. Beautiful. MRM Apollo. Void system, yeah. Built-in void system and missile bonuses.
Yikes! That hit hard.
Okay,
Not much
so
armor left in that location.
Flying Faf was gonna jump over the mines into the rubbles here to take some defense. We're gonna use vigilance. And what would be our victim? Our victim would probably be this guy. We're gonna go full Artemis to pure damage. Cornerstone is not that impressive for 150 tons. The dual long-term artillery at 130 tons. That's a monster I want. So our Uncle Buddha has taken a few hits. Its armor is getting thin on a few places, so on the leg. We're gonna be careful with you. I don't want to lose both the leg and the ammo precision. A few scratches on the S7, it can take it.
Whoa! Easy on the armor, buddy.
A bit of first new round lag. So, I'm doing my best not to jinx it. I think what we see here on the board is quite manageable. But there's still reinforcements.
I'm receiving you.
And this guy could still punch out.
Moving to position.
So, bad hit chance. Worse hit chance. So how about we just take out the building and let you fall on your ass. 325. Okay, these are not your standard building. Let's go precision, I imagine, then crank it up to 6. Let's go in direct with standard. That building is a bit harder to take down, I imagine. Is that gonna be enough? Not even, no. How much damage did we do? 260? 280? Hey, 60. Just not enough. Okay, so the Orion is doing fine, so if with the camera. Flying Faff. Flying Faff is in a good position as a choice of target. All of these targets are valid. But let's take down the last super heavy. Even with our little anti-bird here, small, can contribute. The concept of the Flying Faff is excellent, but only 72 means it's not as much pure raw damage as some of its peers. Let's go standard. This hopefully will both hit the catapult and put the whole thing down.
I got you. Mech warriors?
Not quite.
Show 'em what you get.
Orders.
So, Jamie, go take refuge in the rumble as well. This should work. And indeed, I think it did. Cornerstone down.
Objective complete. You're clear to move on.
Marvelous. So,
Double time.
so that triggered this, which means reinforcement will be coming in a round of 3. And I have 99.1% chance. That is incredible. This thing has weapon accuracy, rear zoom vision, and size delta, because it is considered a fucking medium. I mean, I don't want to be cynical, but if I were in a multiplayer competitive environment right now, I would not bother building mechs. I would run 12 stealth bomber like this and just laugh.
Here we go. It is go time.
Mold laser prototype. Okay.
Ready for orders.
So, longbow. You have a good choice of victim as well. This archer. Hitting this Atlas would probably hit a bit of the building and send him tumbling down as well. This C3 is also... I'm gonna go for the C3.
Aye, aye.
Just because it's probably gonna bring the building down. And getting hit by Arrow 4 is not fun.
Mech warriors.
There we go.
Show 'em what you got.
I want to be the only person with Arrow 4 in the up 4 zone. So I'm gonna jump in the minefield, but the jumping
Here we go.
should limit the damage. I mean, yeah. 15 there. 15 there. Doesn't really matter. See if we can get this guy. Boom.
Mech
Boom.
destroyed.
Alrighty then.
Good to go.
Faff. Faff. You have a choice of target. You have some beautiful green number there. So by default, I'm gonna go with the green number.
All weapons are go.
Beautiful. This archer took a beating. Yep. Things will break soon. For the stalker. The stalker can afford to fire on the
Tell
C3
me what to shoot.
to knock it down further.
Talk to me.
Now, Stinky, you're almost out of weapons, but let's see what kind of hit chance we get
Confirmed.
on both of these. The Atlas is actually not bad. So I'm gonna go for the Atlas. Using the Arrow 4 missile. Because I hope it will probably break the building under his legs and make him fall down further.
Target confirmed. Follow my lead.
Not quite. We broke the other building.
Yes, Commander.
But the strategy was valid.
Mission confirmed.
Have some more then.
Target confirmed.
Whee! Boink. He did not fall on his ass. That's impressive. Okay.
Losing lots of armor.
Missile boats again. Missile boats. What's left? We have this Hatamoto, pardon me. The C3 is not doing well, but it can still fire an arrow. If that C3 had been nuclear as well, it had 2 nuclear ones on the same mission, it would have been a really different story. Okay.
Okay, that was
Few scratches
bad.
on the FAF. No stress there. The Atlas is doing something. Or another. It's jumping. Okay. Alright.
I'm under heavy fire.
It's heating up. Right. Okay. So a bit of a new round lag. Sorry for that.
Took a heavy hit there.
House Arano.
Okay, we got a good initiative of 27 with our tanks. So let's go for the C3 because that thing is not looking very good.
It's on.
Panicking now so it's going to be even easier to hit. The King Crab is going to jump over the mines. We're going to Vigilant,
Let's go.
not to fall on our
Let's go.
own ass. And even if it's 47%, that thing is so open that
No retreat.
things will break. It's not dead, but it's now irrelevant. And even more irrelevant. Oh wait.
Receiving you.
So, more arrow 4.
Confirmed.
I'll send it to the Hatamoto.
Affirmative. Let's get this done, folks.
That Atlas running hot didn't do anything. Okay. We have to be careful with our positioning for that Mad Cat. It's a bit too damaged for my taste. If I am not mistaken, the typical place for the reinforcement to come is in this zone. So maybe I made a mistake bringing the Mad Cat forward. Because it's gonna place it in direct conflict with the reinforcement. Maybe that was a mistake.
I've got your back.
Time will tell. So let's go get this with the bomber. Let's go give this guy just a little
Here we go.
poke.
Arano. SRMs are out.
They're indeed out. So for 23. 23 is this archer, who's still alive and has functional LRMs.
I'm gonna need a medic.
Yeah, that happened. So what happened exactly? We lost 1 bin of ammo. So the Mad Cat, for all intended purposes, is done for this mission. I'm gonna go hide him and hope he doesn't die.
Say goodbye.
I hope I can do that before reinforcement comes.
Follow my lead.
I don't remember if I have backup precision ammo.
Commander.
Okay, so you
Affirmative.
have reasonable hit chance, very reasonable hit chance on that Atlas.
All weapons
So
are
give him a
go.
piece of your mind.
Goddamn. Let's do this.
That worked.
Reporting critical hit.
How's it going?
Happy. Happy you're gonna harass the...
Copy that.
What happened to you? Jet booster destroyed. I don't remember turning on the jet booster. I mean, maybe I'm mistaken, but I don't remember turning on the jet booster at any time during this mission. Okay.
Acknowledge. Let's get this done. Think I hit something good.
Commander?
So, Faf,
Right, Commander.
you have better armor, and you're looking good, so just blast away.
We can do this! Let's go! Mech destroyed.
Waiting for orders.
You will blast the poor Atamoto.
Affirmative.
Maybe I'll remember
Come on,
its
mech
name
warriors.
at one point.
Orders.
Flying Faf.
Acknowledged.
Just Artemis him.
Taking the shot.
Hot damn.
Boing.
Let's do this.
C3 Master.
Scored a critical hit.
Maybe the jet boosters are now on by default. I mean, I was just talking about putting something else like the Arrow 4 different by default. So maybe it's me who missed it. Maybe I'll check it out next time I run the Seth. So the area has been pacified, quote unquote. So I cannot reach this guy with this.
Confirm. Commander.
Warbor, you can indeed reach him.
Roger. That's right.
Lots of beautiful orange number. And a panic. Okay.
Talk to me.
So things are going well, but let's not jinx it. The reinforcements can still kick our ass, as we've seen with previous super heavy mission and having gnarly reinforcements.
Moving to position.
Let's just be careful. I'm going to get the Angroboda
Affirmative.
as far away from the reinforcement point
My attention.
as I can hope for. Get our wounded mech out of the way.
Waiting for orders.
Yeah, you're bleeding out, you're not feeling well. Let's just vigilance right away
Someone let me borrow their
so
pop
that
up.
I can use
I'm
sprint.
excited now.
Get you out of there.
Heading out. Full speed.
Good.
Ready for orders.
It would be interesting if our these mines right there
Acknowledged.
were in the right spot.
Waiting for orders.
So I'm gonna keep the ones who are still armored
Got it.
facing the
Good to go.
reinforcement zone. The longbow took a few hits, but I cannot move it too much because of heat.
Yes, Commander.
Happy is still out there with its broken jets.
Roger.
That must be the reinforcements right there.
Heads up, Commander. You've got hostile contacts inbound.
Yup, as if on cue. Okay. So, what we have here may make or break this mission.
It's on now.
Let's take a look. black carapace is really cool. So, a vulture, light gauss. Alright, that's a good mad cat. Memkey 2. MRN30 Dragon X. That's not to be underestimated either. 5k Griffin is less troublesome. Nonetheless, your job is to get away. I'm gonna put you here. Oh crap, we get a knockdown because of the damaged leg.
Commander, I'm wounded.
That could be the death of both this mech and this pilot.
Yes, Commander.
Okay, Demolisher. I'm going to step here to
Roger that.
maybe give an alternate target to our down mech.
Fire. Hell yeah.
Oh, both out of 4 got hit by EMS.
Damage. Orders.
So Orion. We have bad hit chance, or bad hit chance, or bad hit chance, or bad hit chance. Less worse is this guy, because we probably have the size delta for us for once.
Locked on target.
A heavy firing on an assault.
Waiting for orders.
Stalker, you're gonna stand there without moving. Again, to hopefully be some sort of target bait.
Roger that.
Away from our downed mech.
We can do this. Let's go.
Waiting for orders.
Longbow. So which one of these are the most dangerous? They're pretty much equal as far as I can tell.
On my way.
So, can you hit this thing's back relatively well? If we do the Warlord, and if we do the offensive push, like using all of our resolve, it's not like I need an airstrike right now, so let's use it all and try to one-shot this thing.
Firing full complement on enemy.
Yeah. It was worth a try. We hit the back everywhere. Didn't matter at all. Alright. Let's not move and shoot.
Mech warriors, show
Attempt
what you
to
got.
do another tank
Good to go.
target bait. For the FAF-F7, if there would be a way to get in this guy's back,
Sprinting.
yes I can. Because it is already open. In theory, 1 or 2 hits should break it.
Firing everything I've got.
Yeah. Theory and practice are 2 different things. Okay, so you're
Affirmative.
almost out of everything, but you can still do a bit of pew.
Roger. For House
There we go.
Milano.
Commander,
Same thing is for Happy.
on my way.
Into secondary effect zone. Sure.
Let's hit
So the
'em
Mad
up.
Cat has actually been open in the head.
Reporting. Critical hit.
Interesting.
Yes, boss.
Okay, so 28, 42. 42 it is. Size delta -3 is on our side right now. Which is what makes now Nidhogg's or anything stealth medium so much brutal than before. I still am in the fence if it's a good or a bad thing. I don't mind. It's fun to use them, but getting one-shotted like we did by this guy early in a mission is not great.
Confirmed.
Damn, let's do
Kinda
it.
like that.
Orders.
Okay, so Flying Faff, your hit chance should be not great, but let's fire anyway. I could try do some Typhoon and stuff, but it would be much lower hit chance, I imagine. Yeah, so let's just Artemis for now.
Acknowledged.
So 19. The problem is still our downed Agroboda. I don't want to lose that mech. Alright, so luckily this one fires on the Flying Faff, whose armor is getting thin as well, but it handled that hit. So number or initiative 15, this is that Griffin, which we tried to take down. It jumped. And fired on the Flying Faff as well. Alright. Don't want to jinx it, but maybe our Angroboda Mark II Mad Cat is out of the woods. Maybe. At 14, we have that Vulture. Bit of a lag. Bit more lag for the end of the turn.
Show them what you've got.
The Vulture did not move much. Well, I'm not gonna complain.
Moving out.
I am not gonna complain.
Aye, aye. I'll break them in two. I'm out of ammo across multiple weapons.
Huh. It's a UAV, I think. I don't think that maybe that's what this guy was doing. The Vulture calling a UAV. Cool. That thing's not gonna help them.
You've got my attention.
So Orion.
Roger.
Orion, I would ask that you just be yourself and get shit done.
Follow my lead.
You've been Orion.
Punched right through his armor.
Confirm.
Jarl. Oh no, that's the Shiltron Prime. We are all a bit close together for artillery, but I think I can still hit this guy.
Engaging target. It's go.
Yeah, we got a few scratches on our flyer, but that's
Better
nothing.
me than lady around now.
Waiting for orders.
Showboat. Oh no. On the Fafnir S7.
Affirmative.
You have a back shot on that poor Vulture. Enjoy.
Come on, that's
Alright.
orders. It's go time.
2 reinforcements left.
Commander.
Let's go guided direct.
Right, Commander. Let's get fired up.
Not the
Make
best
your armor lock.
hit ever.
Receiving you.
Something for the Demolisher. Let's ignore completely the UAV. Do we have direct with this guy? We don't. We have standard. I can still try direct.
Locking in. No retreat.
Yeah, sure.
Inflicted some heavy damage. Standing by.
Mr. King Crab. Mr. King Crab, you have this guy dead to right
I copy.
as a beautiful target, just like this.
Let's go. Let's
I was
go.
hoping for a kill.
Target's taking a critical hit. Standing by.
Flying Faff. You're going to jump on the action. Beautiful way of mobility and jumping is useful.
Tango down. Ready for orders.
So, our boy here is still alive. We lost 1 bin of ammo, but... So I'm just gonna walk you right now, just in case you fall down again.
Location confirmed.
And I'm going to blast the UAV, even if it's a bit useless. Just better than doing nothing.
Oh, hell yeah. One less target.
Oh, so a few scratches on the demolisher, 3 armor repair.
Minimal damage on that hit.
Not much stress there.
Standing by.
So this was a weird mission, guy, where the enemy nuked themselves.
Putting one in the back.
Wow.
Give them everything.
We got it done. This was a weird one. That Paladin twin long-term artillery tank is just so good looking. Let's see each other at the salvage screen and let's see if we can get it. Alright, so success. Almost 600k. Alright, but now comes the interesting part. Nothing really broke. We got a little crit on the rack. We got the little crit on something. But we're okay. Nothing broke. The set risk proved itself to be less of a death trap than the bomber thanks to the stealth. Alright, so Paladin 3, Vulture and Vulture. So my answer is going to be blunt. Go fuck yourself. So, there was a battle armor somewhere. It got lost in the struggle. Cornerstone, Dragon, Paladin. So there's only 3 pieces of the Paladin. Sadly. But before we choose 3 pieces of the Paladin, which is kind of about obvious choice, we do have the real deal long-term artillery. But as we've seen with the mech bay talk about the Thunderstorm, these long-term artillery, if you're trying to fit it on a mech, it's just kind of trying not to make it happen. Let's just take a look at ammo, because that thing fired a nuke, and the nuke is right there. So we're definitely taking a nuke. And we are definitely taking 2 pieces of a Paladin. It's like that. So 70, we get 2 pieces. Oh, we get another Uber part. That's marvelous. MK2, we kind of have enough for now at 5. MRN attachment, let's keep it. Standard, structure, cluster. So this was an interesting one, where the opposition nuked itself. We now have 2 parts of a Paladin, which, I mean, I want 3 of them, to be blunt. And we have another nuke, which was stuck in our duelist, super heavy duelist, who's not yet ready. So that, yeah, we can just fire $4 million of nukes if it means we win a duel. I think that makes sense to me. So I'll see you guys in a month for the conclusion of the episode. Thus, we have 45 days of repair, half a mil. All in all, for super heavy, that's not bad. Cool. So we survive another super heavy mission with clear benefits that I would like to have 3 Paladins right here, right now, as our next super heavy, or just plain old demolition crew. Replace them with 3 Paladins and 6 long toms. Yes. We have this operation next, which we will probably do next episode. It sounds interesting. Cool. So thank you for watching. Thank you for watching until the end. Please do all the YouTube stuff, the few buttons to click, and I will see you next time. Thank you.